what I wanted to talk to you about this procrastination is, I'm sure you've experienced that before. It's just this feeling of when you want to start something, do something, and you are very excited for it, so you put a lot of pressure both on that project and on you, and you start feeling fear, and essentially you might be procrastinating, not starting that project because of these reasons. You might be afraid that it's not gonna look the way you want it to look, you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, etc. And it's horrible, and everyone experiences that in different fields, of course, but I think creatives experience it quite often because most of their work is creative and is a reflection of their creative ideas of themselves, essentially. It comes from deep within, from their heart, and they feel like, like I mentioned, it's a reflection of themselves. It's a reflection of yourself if you're creating. So it's just really hard sometimes to deal with it. And how do you overcome it? Like, is there a way? And I don't know the exact way. I might disappoint you, but I am not gonna give you a way to deal with it, because I'm dealing with it myself, and I've been trying different things, but some of the things that worked for me were the following. They were this and that. They were the following. So, like I mentioned, I discovered that using smell, scents actually, different scents, put me in certain mood. And it's no secret that aromatherapy exists and works. And some of you might know that it really helps with work and emotions and everything, with stress and anxiety, etc. And I was so excited to find out that because I was using those like scent sticks when I was working, now when I burn them and I can smell them, they instantly help me get into this creative flow, which could have been harder for me to enter without it. So it's kind of like a small bridge. Then there's another one that I built, which is asking myself, remembering to ask myself, why am I doing this actually? Because because I want to, cool, but I'm procrastinating. But then which is more important to me? Not creating this project because I might not succeed, and saving myself and protecting myself from all those uncomfortable feelings, maybe comments that I might receive, or feeling of failure. Or what maybe more important thing is that I just want to put it out there. I just want to get it out and move on after I did that. And maybe, just maybe it will be a success, who knows? Why would I assume that it's not gonna succeed, that it's not gonna be good enough? We are our own worst critics, and people can say nasty things and hurt us, sometimes like really badly, especially when they comment on things that we really care about and the work that we've put our heart in. But they can't really prevent us physically from creating, Those are people, unless it's someone in your life. I'm not gonna get into that right now. But if it's someone on the internet, they don't actually have the physical power to stop you from creating. You have. And by procrastinating, you kind of, prevent yourself from creating. I don't remember what I just said. Oh my God. Okay. Never mind. I hope it made sense, because in my head it sounded like I said two completely different things. What I meant was that when you're procrastinating, you're preventing yourself from creating physically. Yeah. So then I just want to ask myself why, and why do I do this in the first place? Because if it causes me such negative feelings, maybe I should just walk away, just ditch it, try something else. And then I feel this, resistance in me, like, no, I don't want that. I do want to create. Then it's like, well, then get over yourself. No, I'm not that harsh with myself. But yeah, I just tell myself, to not worry that much and just finish it. And if it's terrible, I don't have to show it to people. That's another part. You have the power over what people see and don't see. Like, this is what's like people have been talking about right now with the social media, right? That you are pretty much looking at people's lives portfolios online and use it to your advantage. Of course, it's gonna bring you down looking at perfect work of others, but imagine this. How many not perfect work is there that people don't show you? Melted metal, broken pieces, ugly something, cracked stone, you know what I mean, right? And ugly selfies, hundreds of them. They only choose the one that was perfect. And same with you. If something doesn't work, you don't have to show it to people unless you grow a backbone, you're serious about this. And even if something's unfinished and there are like wrong parts about it, still put it out and receive constructive criticism. Criticism. Yeah, so sometimes it might be good. You can post it onto the certain forum for that, and ask people what they think, what they would change, why something happened. So yeah, and I don't think that should stop you from creating at all. So that's another bridge that I'm building. And I'm saying bridge because this is literally pardon. This is the way I imagine it. Like, I'm on one side, then there's this creative project on the other side, and I want to get to it. I want to get it done. So I'm building my way over to it. So that's another way. I ask myself why. So the first one is, what was the first one? Oh, just putting myself in the mood by creating an environment, which in this case was a scent. And this one is just asking myself, why do I want to do it? And then the third part is looking at things that inspire you instead of looking at things that don't inspire you. And for that tip, I'm so grateful to Karin from Soliloquy Jewelry, because it's something she said and it really got deep into me. That she said it in different words, but the main point was that it's important to limit your exposure to things that do not inspire you and bring you down and might cause negative response within you, and maximize your exposure to things that inspire you, that spark this, creative flow within you, creative ideas. And that's what I started doing, and I'm really grateful that she said that to me, because it really helped me. So I tried to get into a routine of looking at my mood board every day, that I collected images that inspire me in one way or the other. Those might be images of colors, of textures, of certain artworks, of drawings, illustrations, things that I'm not taking elements from them and making them. by looking at these things, they help me remember what idea I had and what direction I want to go in, etc. So yeah, that's another thing that really, really helps me to put myself on the right track. And I'm not saying that even if you do all these things, it's gonna suddenly get you out of the rut, or you will fight your procrastination once and for all. Sadly, no. Because it's always like that. You're gonna have better days, worse days, and it's gonna be constant battle, depending on your personality, of course, and where you are mentally as well, and with your health. Like, there's so many things going on that have impact on these things and your creativity and your projects. But hopefully, if you try doing this, you might train your mind, train yourself, your brain, into certain routine and system, and that maybe could help you sometimes to overcome procrastination. Sorry, I hope that all makes sense. I just wanted to put it out there and talk a little bit about it. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you feel this way. I'm sure you do, but yeah, if you have any thoughts here and maybe you do something that helps you a lot, you could share that with us. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and work a bit more now, and I'll see you in a bit.
The dust of my